What's up, guys?
Let's do it.
Does it say we're live? Because
It says we're live.
Oh, it
says
still
off
says
air on mine.
Oh, there it
Okay,
is.
good.
It said off air still for me. Okay.
Hello,
all right,
friends.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Friends.
How exciting. Okay. I don't know if I'm like getting big at all because I just see Steph and Britt's.
I just clicked on you. I just clicked on you.
Cool. Sweet. Perfect. Time for that.
I just clicked on you.
Got big.
Cool. Okay, I apologize. I sound all like congested and I'm like hacking up a lung. I have OJ. I'm gonna try to behave. I'm on medicine. My sinuses are just going crazy. Okay. So we were just flipping through the comments, and home parties seem to be a thing. Like how to organize one, how to run one, what's too much to bring, what's a good idea to have to show, recommended games. So I'm gonna like really quickly. I actually, ironically, did a YouTube video on this for Training Tuesday this week, because I love home parties, and people try to overcomplicate home parties, and you don't want to do that. Christina says it a lot, but like the KISS formula, keep it simple, stupid. Like, don't try to get crazy with it. And the reason I say that is because you want what you're doing to be replicable. You want people to look at what you're doing and be like, sweet, that was freaking easy. I can do that. You don't want them to be like overwhelmed by what you have. So just as far as product goes, I take a few other things. I won't like do that. I'll post in the comments the link to my video because I go a little more in depth about it, but just to kind of like overview really quickly. Things that I take. I take very little. Let's see, I actually can show you guys it's got a blanket on it, but that little guy down there on the floor, it looks different now. This is the old version of it. It's the accordion bag that we have in the family store. It's got like a cooler center. That's what I take. That's all I take. I have one bag that I take to parties. Just one. And I take my diffuser. I take a lampshade warmer. I take a regular size warmer, an element warmer, and a nightlight. I take 5 things. That's it. as far as product goes. I don't take I'll take maybe some skin stuff or laundry stuff if I have it lying around. But right now, because we have samples, I take those instead and I give them out. Because I find people are more likely to buy them if they get to try them. So I do take samples. So I take very little as far as product goes. And order forms, a few catalogs, but I try not to give catalogs out. I take lots of product lists, everything labeled, and I give everybody a product list and have them mark on that what they like and what they want to purchase in the future or purchase that night. Basically make their wish list, and that's what they're going to take home. I do not put out my testers until the very end, which sounds really weird. Like, why would you not have your testers out? If you put your testers out at the beginning of a party, here's what's going to happen. Sweet, testers! And all the testers are scattered everywhere, and you never get to anything else in your party because they're sniffing and you've lost them. And so all the other awesome things you had planned don't really matter at that point. So I just tell them we're going to do some other stuff before the testers come out, but that they are there and they will get to sniff everything. I have them fill out. So take the product list when they come in. I give them that. I give them a pen. I give them an order form where I've highlighted everything on the top, and I tell them to fill that out and fill it out entirely and give it back to me. That way, even if they don't order, you have their contact information to add to your system, and that way they get your monthly emailer, and you can reach out to them in the future. So that's like my pre-party stuff. I don't really do a whole lot of games. I'll also be honest about that. I found that it like gets kind of drug out. So people get really kind of weird about games. Like they either really love it or like half the room gets really bored and you've lost them again. So I do 2 games. One is like the majority of my party, and it actually is my presentation. And one is I take discontinued mini testers in a vase and have them write at the top of their order form how many testers they think are in it while they're like waiting. So before they give me their order form at the beginning. And then my game is take a deck of playing cards. This is one I learned from Christina Steinbrook, actually. And ever since I learned it and did it, I will never play anything else at a party because it makes the whole party super easy. And you don't have to think of any sort of presentation. So, deck of playing cards shuffled up, and tell them that they're going to get those playing cards from you, but they can't look at them until the game is over. They get 1 card for every product question they ask you, 2 cards for every hosting question they ask you, and 3 cards for every joining question they ask you. And then tell them to start asking questions. And they ask all the questions you would ever answer in a demonstration. They ask about bulbs. They ask about no light bulb warmers. They ask about if it's hot. They ask you all sorts of like crazy, ridiculous questions. But they very quickly get to hosting and joining questions because those are your 2 and 3 card questions, and they want the most cards. And I will tell you that ever since playing that, I've got at least 1 party booked off of each party I've had, and I've had at least 1 person interested in joining because the whole room is interested in getting more cards. And so they are very, very attentive. When the questions start dying down is when I stop playing. It's like the easiest thing in the world. And I've never had to really add anything into it presentation wise, because literally they ask all the really good questions. So that makes the presentation part like super duper easy. And then when that dies down, I tell them to add it up. And whoever I like have prizes, and I give prizes to the top 3 people. Everybody walks away with a sample. So technically everybody walks away with something, but yeah.
Free stuff. Woo!
Free stuff. Everybody likes free stuff. And then I tell them it's time to sniff their favorite part of the party. I pull out the testers. I tell them each basket's a category. They can mark. Okay, I conveniently am sitting at my desk where I've been making samples all day. All the categories are at the bottom of the product list. They can just grab a basket, check off and cross off the things they like and love and hate, and move on to the next basket. And when they're ready to order, to bring their product sheet over to me, and I've got their order form, and we'll fill it out together. That way I can help them with combine and saves. And I can talk to them if they were showing a lot of interest in hosting or joining during the card playing game. We can talk about it out of the like craziness of the people, because some people are just weird about being confronted about that stuff. And a lot of booking games and stuff have a lot of like limelight put on a person. And I found that people like react better if they're not like put in a spotlight. I do bring with me joining packets and hosting packets in case people are interested in that, and give those to them and plan a date that they're having the party. Even if they're not sure if that date is the date for sure, put it on the calendar anyway, because they're less likely to cancel in the future. So that's like a quick, really like basic walkthrough.
There's some like awesome YouTube videos too. Like YouTube is like a great resource for anything you could think of. Like Katie Farner has a good like closing of home parties. I think it's like get bigger sales, which is an awesome idea always to get bigger sales.
I find that having people come over and instead of filling out their order form themselves, coming over to me,
yeah,
really helps with that, because you can do all the upsell stuff. Like oh, they picked out 3 bars. Like let's talk them into 6.
Right.
They picked out a nightlight warmer. Let's talk to them about a perfect Sensi system where they have a nightlight warmer and 3 bars. Oh, they picked out a full-size warmer and 3 bars. Okay, well then we're going to talk about the system where they also get a nightlight warmer with it.
Upsell.
It's like getting a warmer for half price. Yeah. So like it's easier to upsell them that way. Upsell is kind of a horrible word for it, but it's a way for them to save money and still get more stuff.
Yep.
And they don't feel like sucker punched into it because you're not like singling them out in a crowd.
You have your little like checkout lane, like you sit in a chair over here and they like come over to you and you guys have like a one-on-one and you check out and people love it.
So yeah, that was helpful for the way I felt like people felt a lot more relaxed when I switched to that method.
Now for me, I've done like 2 home parties in my 3 years of being a consultant. And so you don't have to do home parties if you don't want to, but home parties are an awesome way to get sales. So, sorry, while I'm moving, because I have it right here. Most of my business is pouch parties because most of my customers, they don't live anywhere near me. So this works great for me. I'm sure you guys have all seen my videos about this amazing thing. And 31 actually has like a cooler version of this now. Have you guys seen that?
No. Is it thicker though?
Yeah, it's different. I don't know. They make this still in like this print, but there's like a different version of it's more for like your traveling stuff, like shampoos and stuff. But
so it probably doesn't fit in our envelopes anymore, huh?
Maybe the padded one. That's what I've had to use because the other one is like jam packed, and the people at the post office are like,
offices carry the padded one. Like I need to figure out how I can request them because
you can order them. You can order them from the post office, and they'll deliver them to your house.
On the post office website.
Yeah, girl. I know. I go in there, and she's like, "Oh, I only have a couple. Well, here you go." I'm like, "Yeah, give me all the padded envelopes."
Yeah, they don't they hoard them at the post office.
I know. But yeah, so this is my pouch party. I do about 20 to 25 mini testers in here, only because they don't need to smell every single scent that we own. It's too much. It's too overwhelming. Some samples, of course. And then I also put one catalog in here, product sheets, any flyers we have going on, and order forms and all that jazz. Yeah, and I can mail it for, what is it, like $6.46 or something like that?
6.
Yeah.
And then I usually
8 or something.
Yeah, and I usually add in another envelope with the postage already on there. So all they have to do is put it in the envelope, close it up, and send it back to me. Super easy. So then I don't ever hear, I didn't get a chance, or I don't have the money to pay for this. It's like, bam, it's already done for you. Just throw it in the mail. So that's what I do. This is my breadwinner right here.
I'm a lame-o. I do a lot of pouch parties as well because when I lived in Chicago, I didn't have a car. So doing a home party was pretty difficult. So a lot of my business switched to online and pouch parties because it was easier for me. And mine are not as beautiful as those ones that Brittany does. And this is, you guys are going to laugh at this because I haven't switched mine over yet. I'm like literally... if I showed you my office, you guys would laugh at me. It's a mess. But I buy 99-cent pencil pouches at Walmart or wherever you want to buy pencil pouches. They're literally 99 cents. These are like the little kid ones. And I do the same thing, like 20 to 25 testers. You can see the testers are floating around in here. My last hostess just sent this back to me and kept everything else in it, which is totally fine. But I put one catalog, a bunch of product lists, some samples, the 20 to 25 testers, a pen, and send that out like in the padded envelope, and off that goes.
Did Noelle wanted to know if you use party testers or mini testers for your home parties?
I use mini testers for everything.
Boom.
Everything.
I normally use party testers. This season, I am starting to use mini testers. They're more affordable for my business. I need to save money. I just quit my job, And I like things small and easy to transport, because another big thing about keeping it simple and everything, is that you don't want to be carrying in 5 or 6 bags to this party. You need to try your hardest to get it in just like one. It can be a big bag, but one bag. You know what I mean? Because
I wasn't joking. My one bag is all I take. That one I showed you, that is it. That baby is it.
Because you don't want them thinking that you're going to be like tripping in and out of their house like with all these things. They're going to think, oh, well, I'm not going to ever join Scentsy because that looks
too
really
much
hard.
work. Yeah.
Right.
Too much work.
I'm just smelling the Scentsy scent, when all the scents are combined. This is why I do mini testers, because you can't do this with party testers. This bag that I have, my Harry Potter word camp bag, I literally have plastic baggies with every category written on them.
There you go.
I just dumped that out into individual little buckets. So this fits in my little cooler section because I can fold it. It's like a half a bag. It's teeny tiny. But all my testers are there.
If you want to be fancy, they have the little bags on the workstation, but that's just too fancy.
That's really fancy. I'll show everybody. Always likes my weird little. I always forget to show people these, but for some reason, see, look at this. I'm so prepared now with an office. Okay. This flat little thing is what I use for my testers.
I have those too.
Are they from like the Container Store or something?
Container Store.
And you can fold them up.
They're collapsible.
Okay.
Collapsible. I think I always type collapsible in on Container Store's website. They come in different colors.
I've had them since day one.
Yeah.
They fold up, and I love them.
And it's flat.
Yeah.
And it's flat. So that's what I use for my testers at home parties. And I just dump that little baggie right into here, and it goes. So
there you go.
Super easy.
I'm trying to think what else. So I think another question was about saving. I'll just say what I do is on your pay portal, you can actually divvy up what you get paid. So you can have it sent to any bank account in the percentage. So I usually save 15% straight to my pay card so that if I need to pay later on, it's all there. And save your receipts for taxes, everything. I pay... I write off half my phone bill, half my internet bill, because I'm on my phone all the time on the internet. I'm on my computer all the time on the internet working. All of your gas receipts, if you're going driving to a customer's house, do mileage. I save all of my postage. I think I spend most of my money on postage because I constantly sending out mail for team, mail for customers, pouch parties. Constantly. I can write off this 31 bag. I can write off literally anything that I can think of. Clothes. You can write off clothes.
I don't answer tax questions because I'm not a tax expert. And the best, like Brittany said, the best thing you can do for that stuff is save everything. Save all your receipts. Anything that is related to your Scentsy business, save the receipts for. Write down your mileage in your car when you go into and from places, the beginning and ending mileage, and whether it's for Scentsy or not. Just keep a little notebook in your car and do it. Get into that habit, but just track everything and then hire a professional to break it all down for you, and do the 15% going to your Scentsy pay card, or however you want to
split it up. Yeah,
is really, really wise, because while you're not going to end up paying, if you keep track of everything, you'll have all those write-offs. You won't end up paying 15% to the government, but there's no taxes coming out of your check right now. So 15% is the standard amount of money that the government will take from you for owning a home business. So that's why 15%, in case everybody ever, lots of people ask that, how much do I need to save? 15% is the government standard. I do know that for a home business. So you probably won't pay all that. It'll be like your tax
like a little,
return.
yeah,
left over.
like a savings account or something, like a savings account or whatever. What is it that Heidi always says? Don't spend your family money on your business. Spend your business money on your family, or something like that. Isn't that what she says?
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Don't overspend is the moral of the story. Don't spend money you don't have to spend on your business.
Right. But
You,
if
you
you're
can
like,
do this without spending money.
but use the products, because then you're
Yes.
going to get back to your, so like I use Scentsy laundry products. I use Scentsy hand soap and dish soap and things
The
like that.
clean stuff,
Those
yeah.
are my things that I use in my home. So I get them discounted because I use host rewards and things like that on my party I have every month online and everything, and use them because you're benefiting your business that way. But don't just be like, I need to buy all 20 of the warmers I love in this new catalog just because. Like, because you need to try and sell those, you know, and make money. You know, if you have free credit or whatever, then get it with that. But don't go and blow $300 on warmers just because you wanted them.
Or you think you need them, because you don't. You don't need stock like a
You're
crazy
gonna end up
person.
with so many warmers anyway,
Yeah.
just over
Yes.
the course of time.
Yes. And then also I did TurboTax on my phone because I just, you know, I can't afford to hire a person. So you can actually do it. If there's one for your business, it steps you through everything that you need. Last year I didn't spend enough, so I ended up taking the standard deduction. So you can work through it and you can play with it. And then if you need to switch back to a non-business TurboTax account, you can. So I always use TurboTax. So that's what I do. So, but yeah, keep all your receipts, man. Even if you're not even sure if you could write that off, save the receipt. If you go and have a team meeting and you're at like, I don't know, TGI Fridays or something, save those receipts because you're talking about Scentsy. So boom,
Yeah, like on
you just get to write that off.
like on our local meeting that we do on Mondays, we all go
For
to
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Like some of us will get like something to eat at Chick-fil-A, and we just write Scentsy on the top of the receipt. Write down your mileage for going to Chick-fil-A to that team meeting. If you're going to Scentsy Family Reunion or World Tour, the registration and all that kind of stuff, and however you get there, if you're flying or driving or whatever, save all of that. Just save it, and then you can figure it out at tax time.
Right. Let me see if there's anything else. Yep, I like TurboTax, so it works for me. It's just it's like kind of dummy proof, and I'm horrible at taxes, so I need something that's like dummy proof. It takes me forever to go through, but I'm like, oh, okay. Did you do this?
Like,
yes. Okay.
It literally explains it, and then there's even like a question mark if you don't know what a question means or whatever. Like it's really awesome, and where I was going with it, but yeah, just save everything. And your two biggest things that you're gonna be is mileage and postage, because that's if you mail out stuff, but mileage definitely.
And you can also write off gifts too. So if you're like buying bars,
Yeah.
or you can write off your website, you can write off your cent of the month. Yeah. If you buy stuff as gifts for someone, write that off too. Like, holy moly, the possibilities are endless.
So if you buy stuff as a business supply or whatever, like you can go on your workstation, you can see when your cent of the month came out, and you can find it that way at tax time. So all those receipts are in there. But if you buy stuff on a different, like off of a party, and you're buying like washer whiffs to make samples from or whatever, go in your workstation, and I always tell everybody to do this, and make a named business supplies. First name business, last name supplies, or how you want to do it. But that way, whenever you go to order something for your business, put it under add business supplies customer to your party order, and put in what you're buying for that. That way, when at tax time, you can go in there, search your receipts for customer orders of business supplies, and there's all your tax receipts for things that you use for your business.
Boom. I don't know. Does anyone else have questions for us? I don't even know. We have like a ton of new people. I'm interested to see, like, because you know how we learned at reunion, like all the cool stuff that they're like sending them, like the like everyday like challenges and stuff. Like I want to see that stuff. Like that sounds pretty cool.
They're supposed to release all that for us to be able to see it. I just think it hasn't made it to the workstation yet.
I'm so excited to see all that.
For what, new consultants?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the new 70-day process for a new consultant.
Yeah, because like I always say, like I always ask like new people, I'm like, can you tell me what you're getting? Like,
There's
a little
on the
something.
news and info tab.
Yeah.
There's a thing about it, and it's supposed to be getting updated with it.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
I'm not sure that all of it is
the
getting sent out yet, but
marketing
I know that new video is the new welcome video.
Yes.
So
I love that video. It's my favorite video.
I'm in that
ever.
video. We're in that video for like half.
I know. It's like the light. I know.
My entire like boot camp is in that video, but like I'm not in it with the boot camp, but I'm in it for the cruise, so I'm there.
The light shines at the perfect time, and you're like, you see us in the back, and we're like, whoa!
Oh.
And Mike's just standing there like this, like. Oh my goodness.
Drop the mic, Dylan says.
Oh, boom.
I wish I had a microphone.
I know.
Drop the bar.
Boom.
That's all I got.
Boom.
That's all I got.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, that could be the Scentsy thing. Drop the bar.
Drop the bar.
It's crisp orchard air that I dropped.
Ah,
But you're supposed to raise the bar.
favorite.
Right?
That's my favorite. I love that one.
I just made samples of it today.
Does anyone have cactus?
This might be my new favorite. I think this is my new favorite.
Is that the garland? Cranberry garland?
Cranberry garland.
I love crisp orchard air. It's my all-time favorite right now. And clove and cinnamon. How have I never warmed that ever? And I'm like obsessed with it. It's so spicy. I love it.
Crisp orchard air.
What's the
and
green one? Apple Crush.
You gotta like make love to them together because it's
Appley goodness right there.
This is delightful.
I'm trying to think of as like a new person, like what are some awesome things that you should do that we only found out later on? Like we're like, what? That would have been so cool. I should have known that. Like I should have done that when I first started. Oh.
I started forever ago. It's been almost 5 years.
I know. Using Instagram hashtags. Yo, make your Instagram public so anyone can see.
Make it public.
Awesome.
Gary. You'll live.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Hashtag awesome. Hashtag
like
anything.
I started hashtagging whenever I got Instagram or started realizing what hashtags really did.
Yes.
I started hashtagging everything for us for Mike and Stephanie. So hashtag Mike and Stephanie Now I've kind of changed my thing to Waxy Wom, so like Wham Wom, whatever you call it. So I have that hashtag as well. But everything, like if you go and look up hashtag Mike and Stephanie, you'll see some people's weddings in there every now and then, but mostly you'll see my Scentsy stuff.
I intermix mine just like I do all of y'all who are friends with me on Facebook. Like I'm like social media ridiculous person. Like I post all day long, all the time. I have no shame in it. I just don't even care. You don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, along the lines of that, like our tip would be, you're going to lose some Facebook friends. Welcome to the world of your business. So don't freak out when people are like deleting you off Facebook because you posted about your Scentsy business. They weren't your friends anyways, so let them go.
Yeah.
The people who matter, what is it? The people who mind don't matter, and the people who matter don't mind.
Right.
Yeah.
The people who love you are going to support your craziness. And you guys know me, I'm batshit crazy. So, but like people deal with me, right? So I don't even know. I probably have lost like 100 people on my friends list at some point
I don't even know. I don't even notice. I'm like, oh.
I don't even notice it because it's not people that really care about me. So
yeah, I have no idea. But the people, all my Scentsy friends and all my customers and all the orders that I've gotten from posting about Scentsy, I'll just shove that in the face of whoever wants to be upset about the fact that I post about it.
Yeah.
But they're going to see what it does to you. They're going to see over time, they're going to see you're going to become a happier person with Scentsy. It's just natural. That's what happens when you join Scentsy.
Mm-hmm.
You become more positive. They're going to see you, reach your goals, earn trips, build a team, and da-da-da. And they're going to see all these successes, and they're going to be like, oh, that's like real. Like, okay. So the people that are going to hold tight and hang on and see what you're about, they're going to see all your successes, and they're going to be really happy for you. And those are the people that matter.
And I really feel like people come to us and they're like, oh my gosh, you're so successful and you rock. And what are your secrets? Man, we've been at this for a while. We've learned over time what works for us. We've struggled
made many
too.
Mistakes.
Yeah, we've made mistakes.
I straight up posted my like short version of my ridiculous story in the group yesterday or the day before. Yeah, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's just that I tell people I choose to share and see the sunshine and rainbows, because if I focus on the bad stuff, like, life would suck. Like, what's the point in that? Mm-hmm. Like, I've had crap happen in my life. I had my apartment broken into and my car stolen when I lived in Chicago. Like, I've had a lot of crazy things happen in my life, but like, why focus on that? That's dumb.
Yep.
Mad about it for a few seconds and then let it go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's just choosing what your focus is in life, and the people who love you won't care what that focus is, whether it's Scentsy or your dog or your cat or what you baked or whatever other things you're passionate about in life. Like, share that stuff. Like, I share stupid videos of my cat. I share.
You're authentic. That's your authenticity. That's
I'm
you.
Dumb. I'm stupid on social media.
But like, people love that. People love that stuff. Yeah.
So
people love that stuff.
I tell my team all the time, be you. Because they can buy Scentsy from any of the 250,000 consultants around the world.
Yep.
There's a lot of people selling Scentsy, but they're going to pick you because they like you. So be you. Be authentic, be genuine. Authenticity is one of our core values. Be authentic, and people will stick with you. So.
And make connections, man. It's not always about Scentsy. Like, for me, I use
it's not about Scentsy at all.
Yeah, I use all these Facebook groups just to make connections with people, especially military. We move around a lot, so I got to meet people just to like be sane, because if it's just being by myself all the time, it would suck. So I get out there and put myself out there, and guess what? Scentsy gets brought up always. So if you're going out there and just making genuine connections with people, Scentsy will come up, and they're not going to feel so like attacked, like, oh my gosh, all you care about is the sale. It's, oh, you generally want to be my friend, and I want to support you because we're friends. What are you eating? I just keep going like this.
How long was it going to take her to say something? Did you be like really creepy, get close to the camera as I reach behind it?
I know. I was like, ooh, what are you eating? Feed me one.
I got like Noelle said on the YouTube thing.
Feed me
she
one.
said you'll gain more friends through Scentsy than you lose, and that's completely true. Because
it's so true.
I now have a friend in almost every state and even other countries, so I have a place to sleep anywhere.
Amen to that.
Or like,
and that's what we do. That's why you might see everybody at each person's houses or whatever when they're like traveling, because that's just what happens.
Mm-hmm. And like, I feel like I have so many friends. I have like 800 friends, and most of them are Scentsy people, and I love it, and it's my favorite. And all my suggested friends are Scentsy people, and I'm like, add you, I like you, I know you. Like, I'm like, yes, you want to be surrounded by Scentsy people all the time, because the like energy is just insanely awesome. Yeah, brand yourself. Lacey said brand yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lacey Hartley just had a good comment.
Absolutely.
Definitely. That's a good one for newbies. Like, even if it's just one t-shirt that you get or something.
Or the like, $2 pin.
The thing you wear out of your house.
Mm-hmm. You have to leave your house.
Put something on your car. There's like $2 stickers that are like Scentsy consultant or in catalogs on board. Like, you don't have to have the big ones on your car. But brand yourself, so when you go out and take stuff with you, take samples, take product lists, take
business cards,
whatever you want to take, and pass things out to people, because people are going to ask.
I had that, remember that huge pin that we had, the
Oh,
huge
yeah.
pin. I like put it on my purse
Oh, I
so
still
it would
have it.
like, yeah, it would just be constantly like in people's faces, and they're like,
There's
"Oh,
a
what's
person that walks
Scentsy?"
around with it right on her freaking chest. She don't care.
Yeah.
She's like,
But
you
now
need
I have
Pepsi.
there's a button in the family store that's $2. Like you can
Like 5
afford to
inches.
brand yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tressa says the importance of a launch party. Yes, any kind of launch party. Launch party does not mean that you need to have people to your house, but you do need to tell people that you started a business.
Yes. Yes.
You cannot start a Scentsy business and then not tell people. It does not work out. You will be frustrated on why your business isn't succeeding.
Right.
It's because you told no one you have a business. So you do have to have a launch party of some sort.
And do it within the 15 days. 15 days is
Yes.
critical. Like you can have the party link open and just be like, yo, like I'm doing this party. You can order online at any time. I'm doing Facebook too, and you can come to my house and sniff, or I can come to meet you at Starbucks or wherever coffee place, and let's sniff. Because when people sniff, that's when they buy. I've always
And
done
don't
that.
get the sads when like nobody comes to your launch party. I had my mother-in-law and one friend come to my launch party. Okay.
I did not have a home launch party.
Me neither.
It doesn't work out. I mean, it doesn't always work out, but guess what?
I got Shooting
Just
Star.
keep going.
I got Shooting Star and did not have a home launch party. So you can do it. You do not have to have a home launch party.
And guess what?
Like
I didn't even
had
hit
like 2
Shooting
people
Star.
come and I still got Shooting Star.
I'm looking at you. You don't need to have a home launch party.
I didn't even
Just
hit Shooting Star, but I hit Sensational Start level 1, and I'm still here. So yes,
Which is against all the
it's all the odds. I'm the underdog. I am the underdog, and I love that. And I love telling people that. Like, yes, you can hit Shooting Star is awesome. Shooting Sensational Start level whatever is amazing. But if you keep going, even if you don't hit these goals or whatever, you can still move forward. You can go past the bumps. There's always going to be bumps. I've hit bumps.
It's the fact that you work towards the goals that's important.
Yes.
Not that you hit them.
Exactly. And it's the fact that you
all new people should just write on a big piece of paper the word consistency and hang it up.
Yes.
Because that is legitimately how your business is going to work as long as you stay consistent. If you're like all Scentsy like 1 week and then you're like 2 months later or 2 months go by and you're like, nothing really. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, hey, I really need to like sell some Scentsy so I can, get to my 150. Nobody's going to take you seriously at all. Like you have to just keep consistent. Consistently. Work it consistently. Like, and it will pay off over time. Trust me. You just keep going. That's what we've done. That's what the people you see that's like Christina, me, Brittany, Dawn, everybody that's still here. We've just been pushing through. Like, and it doesn't mean it's all roses. Like, you just have to keep going.
It's how you
stay consistent.
Yeah, it's how you move past the poopiness sometimes. Because there's poopiness sometimes, man. Sometimes you're like, man.
Business. That's any business, any person's life, whatever. Ups and downs all day, every day. That's what happens.
I like how that looks. I could just talk. We could just talk all night. Like this is like maybe we should wrap this up because I could just be like blue 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 all night long. Blue blue blue.
Do you have any other questions?
Yeah.
If you have a question, say it now or forever hold your peace.
Forever hold your peace.
How do you move? Oh, Brittany, I don't know that. Brittany may have said this is probably a random question, but how do they move overseas with your Scentsy? I'm terrified they will break everything. You mean shipping it to you? Or?
Oh, like military? Is that what she means?
I don't know. Can you?
Is it on the?
It's on the YouTube.
Overseas with your Scentsy and Terror, they will break everything. She's military. She's on my team.
Okay, I would have her talk to Heather.
Oh yeah, Heather.
Yes, Heather Cabas. I will tag her. I'm trying to even.
She's not currently on our time zone right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think because I had a friend move over to Germany, and they would not pack her light bulbs. I don't know why. I guess it depends on your moving company. They wouldn't pack her light bulbs, and I don't know if they would pack her wax or not. I guess it depends on your moving company. But yeah. But we can have Heather.
There's another, hold on. What's her name? Shannon Monroe. She's not on our team, but if you find her on Facebook, Shannon Monroe, she is a Scentsy consultant. She's a director that was in my boot camp, and she just recently moved to Germany. So she probably has a lot of tips and information too.
Yeah. I think she said she's moving to Hawaii. So I don't know about the whole light bulb thing. Maybe just like hide it. Like that's terrible to say, but like don't have your warmers in a box and move it that way. Have your wax maybe in a box and move it that way so that like, kind of already packaged before they pack it up. Yeah, right. The wax is going to be tough.
Your boxes, you guys, when I first started, I threw them away. And then I quickly realized that was a bad idea. Like your warmer boxes, like keep them so you can put them back in, and
because they're safe that way.
Right.
Yeah.
GPS jostles them, and they.
I have about 6 or 7 warmers that have no box. That was a bad
idea. I had to get rid of them because I just had to get rid of some because we were moving, and I just had like boxes galore. I don't even like have some of these warmers, and I was like, I gotta get rid of these now. Like.
But I don't save my butt boxes, but yeah, the warmers. Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda Melville commented on Facebook. Hi, Amanda, by the way. It's a funny story about me and Amanda. Anyways, I'm like tangenting, whatever. I'm a very quiet person. You are, but you're wonderful. And I don't make small talk easy, but I'm doing an event Saturday. Are there any icebreakers other than just, hey girl, hey, look at my Scentsy? Which that comment right there proves that Amanda is pretty hilarious.
Hey to my daughter all day long, and she just looks at me crazy.
So the reason I like said something about Amanda, so Amanda, I shot Amanda's wedding and her engagement photos. And I didn't realize until like a month ago that she is on our Scentsy team. And I was like, hey, I know that person. So kind of funny and random. Small world, reunited, and it feels so good. But at events, I don't really worry about having to make small talk because people are going to come up and ask you about what you have on your table.
Or have samples, man. Samples.
Have samples out, have warmers out, have stuff out.
Stand in front of your table. Do not stand behind
Stand in front of the table. Truth.
Mm-hmm.
But people are going to come up and ask questions and talk to you about the Scentsy. So you're not going to have to like generate conversation like you sometimes do at a party or something like that. So it's a very different environment versus a party. Like people are going to want to come up and talk to you, and they're going to have things already that they're going to say. So hey, what brings you out here today to get the conversation started? If they don't, is pretty much all you'll probably need. Otherwise, they're going to like kind of lead the conversation. I found at events, asking about your product and what you have on your table and how to use it and stuff like that. So
yeah,
but good luck at your event. You'll kick butt.
Drawing slips.
Great.
Drawing slips. Show.
Have drawing slips, and anybody you talk to, have them fill it out and enter your drawing, and that way you can
get all their information.
Yeah, you can get their information, and if you do happen to mail out samples and stuff like that, that's a way that you have their information, but that's also a way you can follow up with them if they buy something from you. Even if they don't, you can follow up with them, ask them to host a party. They might join your team down the road. There's all kinds of random things that happen that you meet people that
drawing
later
slips are great
because
end
up joining your team.
Drawing slips at event, guess what? You contact back every single one of those people and you tell them that they won. Everybody won at your drawing. And whether that is you sending them a sample or whatever it is, they won.
Everybody
You
wins
won
this game.
something free. Everyone
Everybody
wins. Everyone wins.
You get a sample and you get a sample.
But like seriously, like they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And great, you can have multiple winners at a drawing anyways. Nobody's telling you how to run that drawing. So if a couple of friends were like, "Hey, I won that Scentsy drawing. I did too. Sweet, we both won. Who cares? Who cares?"
I will say for me personally, my last event, I sold a ton of bulbs, always bulbs. I actually think I sold all of my scent circles or my car bars or something. I put out my testers and people were actually confused, like if they could buy them or like take them with them. So then I just took it off. So I just don't even I'm not even going to bring testers anymore.
Is this?
Well, I have my
like
mini
a weird
testers,
thing?
but I keep them back behind the table, and in case
Mhm.
somebody's like, "Hey, can I smell that such and such scent that's new or
Right.
whatever?" But I typically don't like stock products. I mean, I'll just take whatever bars I have, and
Mhm.
then I take scent circles and bulbs, like you said. Those are the most common items that people are going to buy at any event. But use the event as your way of meeting people and booking parties and talking about the opportunity. Like meet
Mhm.
people, and talk about the opportunity and book parties and all that kind of stuff. Like that's mostly what you're going to do. You might sell a few bars here and there, but you just want it for networking. That's what event.
She does say, she did add, she doesn't expect a huge turnout. It's a small event, and she's doing it mostly to gain contacts, which
That's
is
perfect. That's perfect.
what a lot of events are, is contact gain.
There are 2 events. And don't ever spend. I think the most I ever spent to pay for an event was like $50. Don't ever spend over that. There's no point. Like you might spend like $200 and some on an event, which would be stupid, and then end up being like, so keep them small, do smaller events or whatever, and keep it affordable and don't go crazy. Like, just use it for networking.
And I kind of I know we get a lot of questions about how we find events. I don't know if you've actually looked. Let me see if I can bring it up on your events on your events on your Facebook tab.
Yeah.
If you go, I don't know if you can even see this. Probably not.
Scroll down far enough. Brittany,
you can see like all
this,
of
my whole life
things.
changed.
I know. You can see events near you in Albuquerque. Like this is nuts. And events that are popular with your friends. I found a bunch on there. Like I found a bunch on there that I was like, oh my gosh, I would have never known about this. But I found it on Facebook. There's also,
and if you scroll, it keeps going into the year. So like that stuff that's in the next few weeks may already have stuff, but there's stuff like all the way out through the rest of the year.
Suggested for you. Yeah, there's a ton.
A lot of them have information, like contact info on there. Like if you're interested in being a vendor, contact so and so.
Exactly.
I have found like a lot of them actually have that ability.
Like word of mouth, get involved in your community. You'll know more about events that way. Go to
networking.
If there is a vendor event that you didn't get involved in, just go to it anyway. Start talking to other vendors when you're there. You don't even have to be there to shop. You're just there to talk to vendors and get in contact with these people. Take their cards and stuff, be friends with them. Call them up, be like, hey, do you know of any events nearby or whatever that's going on? The other thing that they now have on Facebook is like fundraisers. You can search like local fundraisers.
Yes.
So you could potentially, if you wanted to, reach out to people doing fundraisers and see if they'd like to do a Scentsy one with you to help out whatever they're raising money for too. But watch some of those; they might be kind of sketchy. But
yeah, I met a gal at my last event, and she was like, "Hey, I'll let you know next time I'm at an event and see if they need a Scentsy person." And she'll like shoot me a Facebook message. Networking is key. Make
friends with other vendors.
And don't get offended when some of the vendors are like bitchy, because that happens. But
they're not all Scentsy
I'm not
people.
joking. Some of them get like really weird about you like talking to them. They're like really like strange about it. Like don't be offended. Some people are just stupid. But the ones that are nice and like talk to you, will help you find other events. They'll tell you about the stuff they know and the contacts they have. So that networking is huge.
Do we have any more questions?
Nothing else on Facebook.
Let me see if there's anything on Google. Awesome. Nothing
Actually,
at
pretty
all.
interactive.
Yeah. I love it. I love
It's good.
like,
See, we're being consistent and we're holding this every week, and y'all are like showing up.
and you know why you come and you join us live is because of prizes.
That face.
Holy cow! I could do some things.
So Christina said we could draw a couple if we wanted to. She said she will be drawing prizes from last week tonight. So there's that as well. What should our question be that they have to answer live on Fresh Sense post? You have to post it there. You have to answer there.
Who's your favorite? I don't know. Hold on. Who's your favorite? I don't know. I lost it. What's your favorite TV series that's on right now? Or that you just...
Ooh.
Ba-ba-ba.
I want to like talk about mine really bad. Can I?
We'll give you guys 6 minutes to answer until 8 o'clock. Well, it's 8 o'clock my time, so it'd be 10 o'clock your guys' time. So you get...
When you answer this question, be respectful of others. Other people may have not watched that series yet.
No spoilers. Hello, no spoilers.
Yeah. TV series that you're currently watching or just finished watching or whatever.
I'm dying.
I'm trying to think what's mine. Stranger Things.
I was gonna say
Dylan
like,
says Big Brother.
Yes, that one.
What?
Trista says American Horror Story. I've got a Big Brother.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I watched American Horror Story last night.
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet.
It gives me nightmares.
What?
It's crazy. Sometimes it's really creepy.
Scary things. My current like thing that's still on TV that I watch is I just caught up with the last season because the new season's about to start. Is Once Upon a Time.
Oh, that's a good show.
It's so good. I'm so excited for the new season. This last season ended so good.
Okay.
I can't wait for Bates Motel to return too. I like that too.
I had to stop watching because I get like really weird about shows that like get awkward, and then like I have to like close my eyes because I get like embarrassed for people like on the show that don't really exist. So I have to like close my eyes.
Right. Did you finish the last season?
I didn't. I got like halfway through and I was like, oh my gosh, this is getting so weird.
Yeah, I'm like super depressed now. So yeah, you need to go finish that. I'm super
Stop.
Let's see, we've got Law and Order SVU. Lacey Hartley said Law and Order SVU. I can get sucked into that really easily, even though I don't watch it regularly.
Yes.
Big
That's
Bang
just
Theory says Brittany Mabe. I hate Big Bang Theory. People are gonna judge me for that. I hate it.
What?
We got another Big Brother, Stranger Things, Grey's Anatomy, Bones. Trista doesn't have a TV and she doesn't watch any shows. OMG, Trista.
I put favorite movie.
Maybe
Basically, I just finished the last season of Once today. It was very intense. The last.
How do we pick the winner? Like I don't know. I think Christina did
Christina like put in like she went down the line and I think she either put in their name or just numbered them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then she put it in like a random spinner on Google when you Google.
Oh yeah, I can do like a random.
Yeah, do like a rando thing.
Or we can like go old school and draw it out of a hat. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Let me do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. I've got all sorts of.
Trista said NCIS.
Organized, so she knows what's up.
I know.
I have a baby in my lap, if you're wondering. She's kicking.
That's right. I got this.
We're going old school.
I'll even use my pretty new pens that I got.
We're kicking it old school here. You want me to read people off? Or you got it? Okay, we got Dylan.
Did you write closed on there? Closed for comment.
Dylan.
Not yet. They still have 2 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
Tressa.
Trista.
Or Tressa. And Trista, I think.
Trista's on here too.
There's like
Yeah,
a
I saw
Tressa
her.
and a Tessa and whatever. There's so many people that have very similar
Everybody's
names that
got
just
the same
joined, and I'm
name.
like, what?
Lacey, Laycee.
Oh, we got lots of those. Lots of Lacey's.
I know, lots of Lacey.
Lots of Stephanies
Okay.
too. You know what I'm saying? It's like the best name.
Brittany, Brittney. We have tons of those.
Yeah, we have tons of those.
Did
We only
Alright.
have one Dawn. Do we
Noelle?
have other Dawns?
you get
Do
Noelle?
we have another Dawn? I don't think
so.
Are you the one and only?
I don't think we do
We got
on our
Aubrey.
team. I'm like way ahead of you now.
Oh, you already okay. Maybe you don't need
Yeah.
I don't need you anymore.
It was the commentary on everybody's name and I just kept going.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
We have 50 Amandas. You're right. We do have 50 Amandas. Who else do
We
we
really do.
Katie. Trista, close
There's a
it.
baby foot. There's a baby foot.
There's 1 minute left, Trista. You just told your horses.
Hold your horses. Baby foot.
Plus, you know, I gotta like old school tear this paper.
She's like, look at my toes. Look at my toes.
We're kicking it old school here.
Did you like that accent I used? I gotta tear this paper.
Gotta tear this paper.
This paper needs tearing. If I had them, I would. If she had what? I don't know what you're talking about, Trista. I don't know. I'm talking about tearing the paper. I lost track of the conversation. Would it be funny if I put the names in my orange juice glass?
Hopefully there's no more orange juice in there. You're like, oops, and they're ruined.
I mean, just like a little bit. It's not a lot.
It's not that bad.
We were Mod Podging at Mops, and one of the moms put her Mod Podge brush in her drink.
Oh no.
She was using the same kind of cup for her Mod Podge. So it looked like
man.
That is a horrible life choice right there.
Oops.
Unless you really like to eat Mod Podge.
Mod Podge.
What's that show? The Strange Addiction show?
Oh.
That's what that means.
Oh yeah.
Yuck.
Like, I eat the cushions out of couches.
I know.
As soon as you said that, that's the episode I thought of.
The lady that eats the mattresses, I'm like, oh my god.
Like, why are you doing that?
What my least favorite was the person who ate pebbles, like little pebbles off the ground. And I was
Gross.
like, how? Like your
Gross.
poops have to be the worst thing that's ever happened to your butthole. Like that is awful.
Oh my gosh, this is being recorded. And Christina's gonna kill us.
I don't care.
That's what makes our team awesome. We are real.
We are real
Can you
life.
imagine pooping pebbles? That's awful.
Poopy pebbles.
Yes. Sounds like a cereal.
What did you have for dinner? Poopy pebbles?
We'll never think of Cocoa Pebbles the same again.
It's true. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm a weirdo. This is where my brain goes.
Everybody's
This
like,
is like
"Are you
this-
done reading paper?"
I know, I'm writing for prizes. So like Christina's like, I can't get you guys
the
together.
last one. I'm tearing the last one.
The last one, and then we get prizes.
This is what we do on Google Hangout, guys. Just imagine what happens when we're at events together, okay?
It's like times 10, and get like more of us
I'm gonna
together.
use my little bucket.
Yay,
The
there you
hotel rooms
go.
get crazy.
They get cry in a
If
hotel
you go
room.
to events, everybody's hotel room is everybody else's hotel room.
Yes. Remember in Vegas and we were like wasted jumping on our bed?
In slow motion. Slow-mo
Yes.
video.
And we had Paper Dawn and she was sleeping in bed with us.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
That was my favorite. I wasn't even there and I felt so loved.
I know. And then this past time we had
I like cried every day because I wasn't there, but then I'd like wake up to photos of me doing things and it was just the best.
like poor
And I'd
Heather.
cry because I wasn't there, but I was happy that my paper self was. It was
Like Heather.
really
I think that was the
I
longest anybody's paper thing made it. It was dumb.
I got it. How many of these am I drawing?
Let's draw 2.
That's what I was going to say.
Can I read it?
Brittany! Yay!
Brittany.
Woo, woo. I'll tag her. One more.
Bless you.
Erica.
Woohoo! Are those both of my girls? Yeah!
Way to go,
Bam!
I
Brittany.
don't know who belongs to who anymore.
And Brittany thinks that you guys don't listen to her, so come on.
Yay! Thanks for coming, guys. I hope that we didn't totally ruin your jammy time moments. I think we're pretty awesome. The best.
Let's do it again next week.
Please join
Yes.
us after tonight.
Yeah, come join us next week, please. Maybe we'll all be on again. We won't be as crazy.
Maybe
No, I'm
we'll
just
have
kidding.
more people on.
Yes.
More people, even more people participate. Oh my god.
More.
Is this
and
how
more.
this works?
Can you see me?
Is this how it works?
Look close.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. The Dawn, Brittany, and Stephanie Show, aka Jammy Time.
DBS.
Yeah,
DBS.
DBS.
Dibs.
Dibs.
I got dibs.
We be dibbing, dibsing.
We are so.
All right, guys. Well, have a great night, and we will see you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.